आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए सर, मतलब ऐसा बहुत कुछ, अगर मैं आपका सीवी पढ़ूंगा तो ऑलमोस्ट 15-20
हाँ।
मिनट आप सीवी पढ़ने में निकल जाएंगे सर, इतना बड़ा सीवी है सर आपका।
नहीं नहीं, वो बताना ही नहीं, सिर्फ नाम बताना है और कहाँ काम कर रहे हैं, फिर वो
सर
समझ जाएंगे। बच्चे लोग सब जानते हैं शायद।
ये सर मोस्ट ऑफ सब सभी जानते हैं सर आपको, ऐसा कोई है नहीं जो आपको नहीं
हाँ
जानता।
हाँ हाँ।
लेकिन सर फिर भी मतलब थोड़ा सा एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन देता हूँ सर मैं आपका। ऑलराइट। सो
हाँ
गुड
ठीक है।
मॉर्निंग सर, गुड मॉर्निंग
ओके।
एवरीवन। स्वागत है आप सबका डिटेल्स फ्रॉम द वुड्स अनटोल्ड स्टोरीज विद केएसआर के 5वें एपिसोड में। आज हमारा 5वां एपिसोड है। इन 5वां एपिसोड ने काफी सारा नेटवर्क का सामना किया है, सच देखा जाए तो। सो आज हमारे साथ डॉक्टर एस आर यादव सर जुड़ चुके हैं कोल्हापुर शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी से। एंड इनके बारे में क्या बोलूं, वो तो मतलब जितना बोलूं उतना कम है। तो जैसी मुझे जितनी जानकारी मुझे मिली है, तो सर इनका 5,000 स्क्वायर फीट का एरिया है, प्लॉट है। 5,000 स्क्वायर फीट के प्लॉट में इनका 3,000 स्क्वायर फीट का सिर्फ गार्डन ही है। मतलब घर से ज्यादा जगह इन्होंने गार्डन को दी है। इन्होंने लगभग 74 नए स्पीसीज रिपोर्ट किए साइंस को। देन 6 प्लांट को इनके नाम पे, इनके 6 प्लांट हैज स्पीसीज हैज बीन नेम्ड इन हिज ऑनर। लगभग 270 रिसर्च पेपर है सर के। एंड सर फिलहाल अभी कोल्हापुर के शिवाजी यूनिवर्सिटी में एज ए साइंटिस्ट है, INI से साइंटिस्ट है। ऑलराइट। तो सर अभी ज्यादा वक्त ना गवाते हुए सर हम सीधा टॉपिक पे आते हैं, मुद्दे पे आते हैं।
हाँ, मुझे कितना टाइम दिया है इतना बता दीजिए।
नहीं सर, वक्त है सर
हेलो।
आपके पास। हम अभी 40। हेलो सर, आवाज आ रही है सर मेरी क्लियर?
हाँ आ रही है, कोई प्रॉब्लम।
यस सर।
आ रही है।
तो सर, यस सर, अभी हम 40 मिनट के बाद एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेंगे सर। उस ब्रेक के बाद फिर से ज्वाइन होंगे, क्योंकि सर यहाँ पे
हाँ
टाइम की लिमिटेशन हो जाती है इंस्टाग्राम पे। आप
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
1 घंटे से ज्यादा वीडियो कर नहीं पाते, तो हम 40-40 मिनट के 2 सेशन करते हैं यूजुअली।
हाँ, अच्छा राइट।
यस सर। तो फिर
हाँ, मैं इंग्लिश में बात करूँ या हिंदी में करूँ, कैसी, हाउ यू वांट,
यस सर,
वेदर आई शुड टॉक इन इंग्लिश और हिंदी?
इंग्लिश हिंदी सर, बोथ लैंग्वेज आर प्रेफरेबल सर। मतलब आप हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों लैंग्वेज में
ओ, बात कर सकते हैं, ओके चलेगा।
बात।
तो मैं अभी शुरू कर देता हूँ, ओके।
यस यस सर, यस सर, शुरू कीजिए सर आपके जीवन का।
हाँ ओके। हाँ,
यस सर।
सबको मेरा नमस्कार। To Ruya College, I got admission in Ruya College in Mumbai, and first day, my I was so much afraid of the entire situation because I was new to Bombay. First time I had gone to Bombay, and then I entered in my classroom when I thought that there will be some boys and I will be able to manage with those boys because I am from village. I was not able to say even I am a boy because subject knowledge and English, these are two different things. So I never, up to BSc, I had no experience of talking in English, and thus when I joined Ruya College, when I entered my class, I was very much afraid. I was shivering, you know. Then in my class, one by one, 23 girls entered, and I was alone in that classroom.
Yes sir.
Again, I was sweating, really sweating. And then one girl came near to me. All of you know, I will not name them, but they are well-known botanists of Bombay. She said, "What's name?" So I could not understand what she wants to say. Again she said, "What's name?" Then also I did not understand. Then again she said, "What's name?" Then really I was so much depressed, and then I said, "Madam, what you are saying I don't understand." This was my sound. And then she said, "What is your name?" Then only I came to know that she wants to ask my name. Then in a normal formula like village, I said, my name is Srirang Ramchandra Yadav. Okay. Then she said, what is your proper name? I was not knowing difference between proper name, surname and so on. So I was unable to answer. So this was my starting point in Mumbai. I did MSc in Mumbai, and I should tell you one experience. There was a HOD known as Doctor. She was not doctor. She was Mrs. Mrs. What is her name? Gupta. And she said, why you have come to Bombay University? Bombay, you in Shivaji University, unnecessary marks are given, and you are not fit to do your MSc in Bombay University. Gupte madam, you are not fit to do MSc in Bombay University. Literally, students, that was the first day I cried. Reason is that because I came from rural area, I was very rough student as far as language is concerned, everything is concerned. But any teacher, how anybody can discourage like this to any student?
Yes.
So I got really very much depressed. She said, don't waste your parents' money, you go back. That was her sentence. You know, this is one teacher. But another teacher, who is my guru, he supported me in every way, and I should tell you, I was so happy when I completed my MS first term. I was first in the class.
Oh, great. Sir.
So then, with that mark list, I went to Gupta madam, and I said, Madam, I don't have any forefather, anyone in Bombay University whom I know. These are my marks, and I am first in the class, and I have shown that students from Shivaji University are not less to your students. We are equally good, and only thing we are not good in language. And then I said, Madam, you are a teacher. Any student come from any corner of the country is your student, and it is your duty that you should encourage and not discourage. This was my sentence to Gupta madam. And then Gupta madam somehow, to manage the thing, she said, no, you should study, that's why I said that time. So this was my starting point. Certain things are there, I am from farmer family, and that time economic conditions of the entire country, every parents were very bad. So I used to stay at Dombivli and come to Ruia College every day. That was a very new experience to me. And Diwali, I completed part first, but in part first, second semester, because of all the tensions, I used to stay with workers in Dombivli in a small room where I could not study. And somehow that cytogenetics paper which I was writing, I took that problem on genetics, and I tried to solve it for 3 hours. I did not complete any other question, and then I was knowing that I will not be able to clear it. So next paper I did not give. I came to my native place because I was in much tension. And then after that, I went back, and that in second year I have to give 2 exams, part 1 and part 2. And in Diwali our hostels closed down, and we were dependent on hostel food, and money was a major problem. And in Diwali vacation, when vacation comes, hostels are closed, but those who want to give exam, they can stay, but there will not be mess. And it is a really experience that I had only 50 paisa in my pocket.
Oh.
I used to give my exams with hungry stomach. Okay. And for 7 days, I had no food to eat 7 days. And then last day I went to my one sister, got some 50 rupees, and then I took my food, and that way I gave MSc Part 2 exam in October, MSc Part 2, and I cleared it with first class. So I don't think any student who remains hungry for 8 days have such a experience. Then I wanted to do PhD. I got first class in MSc, and I wanted to do PhD. I asked my parents and my family, joint family, and all joint families have their own problems. I said, give me some 2,000-3,000 rupees to register for PhD. I will get UGC fellowship, and once I get fellowship, I will return the money. Family said, no, we will not give any money. Now you start earning and manage yourself. Then, with great efforts, I went to one person. I said, I want to do PhD. Can you give me money? And he said, yes, I will give you money. He gave me some 3,000 rupees to pay that registration fees. And I got registered in Ruia College. That time, luckily, I got appointment also in Ruia College as a lecturer in junior college. Now, there were 2 ways. Then I got fellowship also, UGC fellowship. Now there were 2 choices, either fellowship or job. Now getting job, everybody says that it is a very difficult task now also. But I resigned my job and I joined a PhD. My professor gave me program on ecological studies on medicinal plants. I kept on working. We used to go by 7 o'clock in the lab, and night 10 o'clock we used to go back to the hostel. So I completed my PhD after 6 years. My professor told, Yadav, now stop working, keep writing. And when I was my spellings and this thing, I came to after BSc that there is something like dictionary. These were the conditions. So after PhD, I joined JSM College, Alibag, and from there, up to 12 o'clock you teach and sleep whole day. I was not born for it. So I was unhappy that only teaching to up to BSc, there is no addition of knowledge, there is no any, something challengeable in life. So I resigned from there and I joined Vajay College in Mumbai to do research.
Yes, sir.
So Vajay College, now it is a Vajay College, in Mulund it is. There I worked for 2-3 months, and by that time, advertise came, and then I applied, and I came to this one, our Shivaji University for interview. I was knowing that there is a local politics I may not get because I am from Bombay. I was treated as an outsider.
Yes.
And questions were asked. One question I should tell you, that they asked me, Professor Pai was referee and 2-3 Chinavaria. So he asked me, you are from taxonomy, do you know how to describe new species? I said, what sir you are talking? Already I have published one species, new species in my during my research, MSc. He said, where you have published? I said, it is in Q Bulletin. So Q Bulletin is a very famous journal, and immediately he realized that yes, he knows everything. And then there were 2 candidates in Shivaji University whom others were favoring. Others means department wanted. Shivaji University authority wanted. Professor Pai said, you take anyone, I don't mind, but this is the boy. You must take him, and then you take another also. We don't have objection, but this is the best candidate for Shivaji University. And fortunately I got that appointment in university. Getting appointment in university is a difficult task, and the day I joined on 1st June 1985. I joined Shivaji University.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Shivaji University, when I joined, boys, I should tell you, boys and girls, what I first day I thought when I sat in the chair of teacher of Shivaji University, because these may be some guidelines to you. That day I asked a question to myself that whatever you have done, MSc, PhD, have you done this with your own money? When I thought about, then I realized that whatever education I got is because of society. All those buildings, all those equipments, all those teachers, all the setup is given by society. And for doing MSc 1 year, on each student we spend about 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, 2 lakhs each year. So for MSc, society spends 4 lakhs, and if you do PhD with scholarship, that also is paid by society, not by government. That comes to 8 to 9 lakhs. So totally it comes to about 12 to 14 lakhs rupees are spent for on each student by society. Not that we take our education with our parents' money. And that day I decided I owe something to my society, and whoever comes to me for difficulties in botany, until clarify their difficulties, I don't sit in my chair today also.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's why probably I could do better work in my life. So this is in short my life. There are many ups and downs which I can say, but remember students, we get education because of our society, and we owe to that. When we do MSc, PhD, it is not just to get these degrees, then get married, get settled, get salaries, and enjoy life. We have many responsibilities in society. Okay, so this is my mindset. Now I should tell you a story about Apanajatan. When I was doing MSc,
Yes,
I came to my native place, Saikade, and Western Ghat. Now entire Western Ghat is in mist, and alone, single person, I had gone to my Kul Daivat, Khandwai we call Devi's name, which is my Shraddha Sthan. So I went to in June approximately this time, 9th or 10th June, when it was heavily raining, one person climbing about 20 kilometers mountain, reaching to that temple, and from there going to plateaus in Western Ghats, because I am known for plateaus floras. Okay, so I went on that plateau, and I saw some plant with biforked spike, bluish flower. Male and female plants were separate, and then I felt that this is a plant which I have not seen in my previous studies. I should take it. I got that plant and I took it to my guru, Professor A.R. Kulkarni. Then he said it is a Aponogetanasi. Then I studied. Then he made me to study what are the species described from India. That time only 4 species were there in India. Aquatic plants, Subramaniam's plant book I referred, and then it was not fitting in any species. And then we sent that material to Kew. My professor sent it to Kew for identification, and then from Kew reply came that it is a species which is related to Aponogeton deckeri, which is found in Madagascar, and it differs from that also in characters. You can describe it as a new species.
yes, sir.
Okay, so that was my first new species when I was doing MSc. New species which I described, and I named that species as Aponogeton satarensis.
Oh,
So I am from Satara district. First species I named after my district where I born.
yes, sir.
So that was my starting point, and Aponogeton satarensis became turning point in my life. I used to do ecology, I used to do palynology, but then I was oriented for taxonomy.
Yes.
So now this Aponogeton, I can talk for hours together. I have added 3 more species, means totally 4 species of Aponogetons to Indian flora. Now there are 8 species, of which 50% species I have described. So if you have deep interest in something, you can really make a difference. So that is a Aponogeton story.
Yes.
Then, I was working, and sometime in 91, some senior professors told me, Yadav, you go to Goa and save the botany department.
Okay.
I was not, my guru also told, I was never interested in going to Goa, but senior people forced me to apply reader's post. I applied, and I gave interview, I was selected, and then I was forced to go to Goa, not with my own wish. It was I was asked by senior people. There they wanted to make it as a life sciences, botany, zoology and microbiology merging together. But
Okay.
I went there, then I established that botany department. I am first official head of that botany department in Goa University.
Oh,
So I worked there for 2 years, and after 2 years we got some 6 project, and we purchased a computer. That time computer was very important thing. Today it is nothing, but that time getting one computer was very important. So Goa I worked, and then Goa there are only 10 students and teachers are 6 for MSc. What to teach? I mean, how to teach? And there was not much scope. So finally I took decision that I will work in Shivaji, where there are 40-50 students for MSc, where I will be more suited. I resigned from Goa, came back to Shivaji University. And that time, during that, Dr. Janardhanam, many of them must have been knowing, who is a well-known taxonomist of our country. We came to Kas Plateau. On Kas Plateau, we saw the plants, photographed the plants, and then we came to Kolhapur, where we stayed in my house. And then next day, he said, we will go via Belgaum. I said, yaar, there is one place known as your Vaibhav Wadi. There I have seen Vaibhav Wadi. There I have seen some beautiful plateaus. I would like to go to them. And that too with my scooter, from Goa to Kolhapur and Kolhapur to Goa. So he said, okay, we will go by that route. So we went to via Vaibhav Wadi, and in that plateau, I went there, and we were sitting down in sandy soil with lot of grasses, utricularias, and so on. So I saw one moss-like plant in sandy soil, moss-like plant. Actually, photograph would have been better for student to understand. One plant 1 centimeter in length, and I saw something like capsule coming up. When I saw with lens, because always my lens is third eye,
Yes.
always it is in my pocket. Anywhere I go, I see the plant with lens. I saw it is a stamen, not a capsule of moss. Then I thought it is probably a Podostemmonaceae, which is aquatic family found in Western Ghat. Probably it has come to this area also. We took the material to Goa University, and I was PhD, so a lot of clerk's work I have to do. So I asked Janardhanam, you please study the character and identify what it is. He sat for 4 days, analyzed everything, and he said, sir, it comes near to Ureocolaceae or Gramine, but I am not able to identify its family. I said, okay, keep the material on one side on table, and I will, after office hours, I will sit with the material and I will see what it is. Then after 6 o'clock, I sat with the material, and anything you read carefully, it helps you.
Yes.
I read it, and within 15 minutes I come to the conclusion that it is a Hidayat-e-Lacy, because I had read entire Conquest book, an integrated system of plant classification. That book I had read, and I was knowing something about Hidayat-e-Lacy. We identified Hidayat-e-Lacy. Now Hidayat-e-Lacy is not reported from India.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no literature. So we wrote to people from Australia, got the literature, and confirmed that it is a new species. So this is named as Trithuria conconensis.
Yes.
Now, it is describing new species as a very, important. It is important, but that species, I was feeling that it is something unique in flowering plant, something unique in flowering plants. So all botanists, all taxonomists treated it as a related to Restionaceae, Centrolepidaceae, and so on. Long story it is, and they were treating it as a monocot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I have, with that material, I have gone to physiologist, cytologist, molecular biologist that do something on this plant. It is something unique. We described in 1994 till 2007. Nobody bothered what Yadav says, because my expertise only in taxonomy, not in molecular biology, not in others. So people they never cared what I am saying. And in 2007, a young boy, named Sarela, he published a paper in Nature on Hidayat-e-Lacy, showing that it has nothing to do with monocot. It is not monocot, and it is a clade, basal clade. It is a basal angiosperm. It is a clade of nymphaeals. This is the largest, greatest change in a systematic position of any taxon seen by taxonomy in this history. Okay, so now it is a clade of nymphaeals, and it is a basal angiosperm. Any flora which will be arranged according to APG4, and anyone wants to write, of course everybody will have to do it. Every flora will start with family Hidayat-e-Lacy, because it is a basal family. First family in every flora, as per APG classification, will be Hidayat-e-Lacy. So this opportunity we got on Hidayat-e-Lacy, I can talk hours together, but more than 20 papers in best journals of the world have been published on Hidayat-e-Lacy. We are also contributors. So that was my story of Trithuria conconensis. So,
Yes.
I don't know. Let us see, think about.
Yes, sir. There are lots of plants, sir, which
So many, last 100 to 100 years, people have worked. Why nobody could recognize it? Why Yadav? Why Janardhanam?
actually,
Okay.
sir, you're,
Why? Oh.
actually, sir, your student
Yes.
says that when you went to the field and you just said that this plant is new, and it 100% it was that this plant's
It is I don't know, with experience, field experience. When I say something is new, almost 90% it has to come as a new. So that is another story of Trithuria conconensis. When I went to Goa, I should tell you, I was such a simple student. Up to MSc, I never talked to any girl. I used to shiver, So, in 1992, in Japan, there was a International Botanical Congress in Yokohama.
yeah.
International Botanical Congress of Yokohama. Attending that conference is a dream for everyone that time. So much expenses, how to go, and money and all that problem. So Yokohama, that conference was there. I joined Goa University, and I had no money. Okay. I was not knowing also what are the funding agencies which support foreign travel. I was I was not exposed to those things.
Yes, sir.
So we described one upon Arisima Sahyadrika. In that connection, I had contacted Professor Murata in Japan. Now Murata, he was a professor at Tokyo Botanical Garden, and then I wrote to him, sir, I want to attend International Botanical Congress at Yokohama, but I don't have money, and from my country also getting funding will be difficult. How I can do it? What professor said, remember students, that Professor Murata said, why you are worried? You come, I will bear your expenses. Unknown person, but for science, who is doing science, a professor says, why you are worried? I will spend from my own pocket for you.
Yes, sir.
See that. Then I joined, I was in Goa University, and then I purchased, then he said whether I should send money or you will buy and then I will pay you. Then I say, how to say that you pay? I said, okay, I will buy. So that time some 30,000-40,000 rupees airfare, I had taken scooter. So when I purchased tickets, I had no money to put in my petrol in my scooter also. So I was a HOD. So I used to walk for 3 to 4 kilometers on my foot because I had no money. And this is a reality I am telling, not exaggeration. And I used to tell my colleagues that I want to walk. That's why I am coming by walking. So I started, when first time I sat in aeroplane, I remembered not that there is one temple in my native place, what we call Mahadev's temple. So I remember I get energy there. I remembered only that God, that up to this, from Saikde to Goa, all that journey was energy from that temple I got. And then I remember only that God. Okay. When I sat for first time, it is a very great experience for anyone. Probably today's student may not understand it. It was a very touching moment of my life. And before, when I started, this tour was arranged. My wife said, you have interest in photography. During your whole things, I could not buy any camera. I could not buy even radio, small radio to listen. Whole of my education and this service period because of some problems, money problems. So she gave me 15,000. How much? 15,000 to buy camera. So your partner plays very important role in your life. So when I reached Japan, Murata came to receive me. Then he put me in one hotel whose rent was 2,000 per day. For 2,000 with that time, it was a 15,000-20,000 salary. So you can imagine per day. So anyway, that he was paying. And then I am a pure vegetarian man. Poor vegetarian and don't eat egg also. So I went somewhere to get something which is a vegetable. I asked for banana. One nice banana was there. He said some yen. Then I converted into rupees. It was 50 rupee. Eating one banana, 50 rupees. I did not purchase bananas. And for 7 days I did not take any tea because that was 50 rupees per tea. This is reality in which chana, and in Japan everything is mixed with some non-veg. I could manage with chana, putana and shengdana, which I took from my country. This was about 8-10 days I managed in that country. And then I said to Professor Murata, sir, I have 15,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees. I want to buy one camera. Then he said, which camera? Janat told that Nikon is the best. So I said, I want to buy Nikon camera. Professor said, yes, 15,000. He realized that 45,000 one camera plus lens different. So he cannot buy with 15,000. He said, he was a very clever. Remember, this event is very important. He said, Professor Yadav, can you spare some of the slides which I have brought for your lecture? Can you spare them? I said, after my lecture, I will give all the slides to you. I don't need them because I have spent about 500 rupees. He said, okay. Then he called Asia Simbun, some person, editor, and he said he selected some 4-5 slides and paid me 50,000 yen. For 5 slides, I was paid 50,000 yen. Indirectly, he was helping me, not directly.
Yes, sir.
Along with that money, I said, Professor, we will go to shop and buy camera. So we went to shop and purchased a camera. You know, that was a great event. Nikon camera, which costed me about 36,000 rupees. Okay, so we purchased. Then when I gave lecture, I was paid 10,000 yen. For lecture also they paid me. I said, we will take accessories. So we went to, and I purchased all accessories needed for camera. That was my first camera in my life. And then we purchased a camera. Conference was over. I gave a lecture. First time in International Botanical Congress when Nicholson, you know, our big people were there, Conquest, they were there for my lecture. And that day I got confidence. Yes, I am not less to any scientist of the world. I should not consider myself inferior. And since then, you know, I was a different man. You know, becoming and removing all fear and inferiority complex is a very important. That day I got. And then when I started back by a plane, I collected all the books, many books, so on. And that was a heavy luggage, and those stories I will not cut short. When I sat in an aeroplane, when sleep came, that if you have purchased anything more than 1,200 rupees, you will have to pay tax.
Okay.
You know, I was shivering, sweating. Whole journey of 8 hours was not comfortable journey for me, because I have a camera which is worth about 55,000 rupees, and even if they ask, I don't have single paisa to give them as a tax. And definitely in Bombay airport they will take out my camera, and I will not be able to pay. So we have to declare what to do. So I was very much worried and, you know, very much depressed and so on. When I reached Bombay airport, and with bag I got down, only one bag. Then I thought, I asked a question for myself, Yadav, whatever camera you have purchased, for what you have purchased? So answer came to my internal mind that this is for studies. Now if you don't declare to the country, you are not faithful to the country. If you declare, then camera will go. Which thing I should do? So then I took Shankara's name, Bhagwan Mahadev's name. I said I am doing it for studies, not for commercial purpose or anyway. I will go by green channel. I took that decision and I lifted the bag and started going by, without declaring, started going by green green channel. Then that machine comes, no, X-ray machines. They ask to put this bag in the machine, and then outside when it came, he said open, because something is there inside. Then they opened, and then there were clips, you know, to put that posters. They were there. They were detailed. I said, these are for what you have taken this? I said, this is, I am a researcher. These clips are there, and that's they needed there. We don't get. Okay, you close the, you go. Then another officer, that he said, what you have brought from Tokyo? I said, like a innocent man, I am a teacher, sir. I have brought one small camera. It was not small camera, it was a big camera. So, okay, you go. Immediately I lifted bag and came out of airport first. And then I was relaxed. About 12 hours for that camera. When I came out, then after next day there was a flight from Mumbai to Goa. I said, now I will not go by flight. I took bus and I went to Goa because again I never wanted to go in the airport so that the camera will be caught. So I went by red bus, Red Rani. So that was my first camera. And with that camera I came to, and first 14th 19th September 1993. That is the best photograph which I have taken in my life. And from there my photography started, and Cast Plateau and all that photographic, I could become a very good photographer of plants. I only photograph plants. I very rarely take photographs of people. So, more than with that camera, now I have cameras, many cameras, but with that camera I did lot of work, and I have more than, I think, 5-6 lakhs of photographs for about 5,000 species. Okay, and yeah. So that is, how I brought camera in my first life. My wife gave money. Professor Murata supported me in purchasing that camera indirectly, and then how I came, that whole journey, it was really a thrilling time for me. Now I remembered, which I was not to talk fluently, whatever came that I have said.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I continue now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, there is a story of China too, sir.
Where
The papers you have got the award, sir. And out of
6 paper,
representatives from India, 4 went to the Shivaji University. What was the
Right. See, then usually, as a teacher, I encourage every student to attend International Botanical Congress, because Indians, they are now they are good in nomenclature, but previously there were no people knowing nomenclature. We never used to participate in International Botanical Congresses. So once I attended, I always encourage all research scholars to save money from their scholarships and let us attend International Botanical Congress so that they can get confidence. They will be exposed to botanists of the world. So this I kept on doing, and our this China conference, which is near to us, comparatively less expenses. I told 3 years before conference to students, we will be attending Botanical Congress in China, Shenzhen, China. So I asked them to collect, keep ready money. If somebody doesn't have money, I will pay, but you attend. So then we send our papers, research papers, to China conferences. Some 4-5 people, 5-6 people, we send it. And then from China government, conference organizers came that they can apply for some of the what we say funding. Did not apply also. There are some funds for something. So out of 6 students, 4 students got this. Somebody got airfare, somebody got registration fee waived, some got both, and like that 4-5 students, including myself, were supported by organizer to attend China conference. And then they got, this is the way. Nowadays it has become not that difficult, but before it was very difficult. they were rated as high, and we were given those fellowships, not fellowships. This one, we were given airfares and registration fees, and after going there, they paid all that money. We had already paid, but after going, in 2 minutes they paid our airfare, they paid our this one. So that was a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Sir, there is an experience that one of your students share with us that you encourage everyone to go field on every holiday, sir. Like you should.
Yes, sir.
Holidays are just for field, and that's why your
Holidays
students. Holidays are just for field, sir. Holidays are not for rest. Holidays are made for field, and that's why your students have like 600 and thousands of field in their.
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, botany, if you want to really understand, it is a field work where you really understand botany. Doing research work in labs is a different thing, but actually any species which grow in nature, its a habitat, its a climate, its a pollination, its a behavior, flowering, opening and closing of flower, scent of the flower, all that gives you very broad and real idea of evolution.
Yes, sir.
Studying something in laboratory and then saying about evolution, it is one part of our studies. But if you want to be a best botanist of the country or want to be a best botanist, always you should do field work. Okay, when you go to field, you understand plants, their requirement, their pollination, their flower opening, closing, different mechanisms, association, phytosociology, many aspects. Botany can be studied only in the field. And in the whole of my life, only last 4 or 5 years, every Sunday I go for field work. Even that time also I used to go on field. I classify taxonomist in 3 groups. First group is Tapri Chap. So I am a Tapri Chap taxonomist, goes by red bus, gets down somewhere, walks for miles together without food, without anything, without water, keep on seeing plants, rains and whatnot, and then somewhere on roadside he will get tapri, and on that tapri he will take some tea, some bhaji, some bread and something like that. These are Tapri Chap taxonomists. So we all, my students and myself, we are Tapri Chap taxonomists. And there is a second class, 2-star taxonomist.
Okay.
They go by Tata Sumo or some vehicle, get down at some places, collect some plants, study them, teachers tell some names, and that is a 2-star taxonomist. And then 3-star taxonomist, they go by air conditioned vehicle, sit in the vehicle only, from window they see the plant, they say this is that plant, this is Milia Ajada Ricta. They don't get down also, and that way they do study. They are 5-star taxonomists. So taxonomists are of 3 types: 5-star, 3-star and Tapri Chap taxonomist. We are Tapri Chap taxonomist.
Yes, sir. And
so that way I classify. I want to be whole life Tapri Chap taxonomist.
Yes, sir. And
see, dear students, we used to get funds, many projects. I should tell you, I have made my student, because I take all the student, not only of that project, just to train in the field by vehicle when we go to Kerala and those remote places or long distances. So when I go, I take all the students of the lab. Not that like others, only you are in that project, you can come, others will not. I used to take, of course, now they're, eating, sleeping, or food, breakfast, that whole money, somehow either from my pocket or somehow something management we used to do. Now, if 9 students are there in one Tata Sumo, we used to go like that. Hotel, if I go to hotel, per room, they charge about 2,000 rupees for 4 students. That is a big amount. So we used to sleep on roads. Many days in our field tours, I have made my student to sleep on roads. We have slept on roads or in vehicle only because we were not able to pay this hotel charges, and that way we have done many excursions. My student can tell you, and I was also with them. I never stay in separate room. I stay with my students now also, and with minimum expenses we try to do our research field work. So that is a training to student because it is country's money, and that country's money, every rupees is important. If you are spending from your pocket, you can do whatever you want. But when you are spending country's money, you have to be very careful. And my all students, fortunately, they have learned from my training that we have to spend country's public money very carefully. So that is the way I conducted my tours in my life, and I feel very proud that I could do some justice to society which gave me many projects, crores of rupees gave. I could do justice to, and I try to deliver what I am supposed to deliver.
A great experience, sir. Great experience you have shared with us, sir. So you just speak about Kerala, sir, and there is an incident that lost in the jungle, and then you found a new species, and you then did your whole research, and the next time when you came to the same place, but you just said that let us go more deep in the jungle, let us go more deep in the jungle, and you will get the same species, and there you found another second species, another new species.
Right.
So what was that experience? Which plant was that?
I will tell little bit story. Whenever we never decide the destinations. Okay, the time we sit in the vehicle, we decide our destination. Anytime I change, because it is a taxonomy. You have to be like Bhatki Jamaat. Anywhere, then only you can find something new. Now by tar roads you can go. So we had gone for a Fiva of Professor Sabu's student. And then I asked for, they will pay for a vehicle because I was a referee. So we went, I took my students also. See, that was only for me, but hired Tata Sumo and took my students also because I wanted to train them. We went there, we completed Fiva, and we were coming back towards Kolhapur. So we were traveling by highway, Konkan highway. Then I said, students, why to travel by this? Let us go inside forest, inside, and see some katar and some rocky areas and study some more plants. So we went in and we were passing. Usually students, teachers, they don't want their clothes to be, get some mud on it. But my students, they don't care for food, they don't care for their cloth or anything. So there was one stream moving. I don't know, somehow, plants come to see me, not I go to see plants. So it came to my mind, that is a stream, why not to